Alrighty guys, I'm here. Woo! Now, if we're starting our F1 or our vehicles and velocity unit of work, you can see I'm going to do the demo for how to conceptually design something like that. Alright, so a bit of an F1 car here. I can't remember who this was. I think it was from Miss Pippin's class last year. Now I've already started off, as you can see, with starting with a balsa blank block that has a little recess out of the bottom of it where the tether line would fit. That's the line that holds the car on the track, and then there's a little hole in the back for where the canister goes. Okay, the first step is to figure out where your wheels are going to go. Okay, and then after that it's coming up with a profile for the car. So there's your first couple of things you've got to consider: where the wheels go and what the rough shape is. Now I'm going to go through drawing the steps of how to actually make this look like a car now. So let's see how we go. Now your rules: 3 lines straight up, 30 degrees left, 30 degrees right, and then we're just copying and pasting these lines. So anything you draw can fit inside a box. Okay, so there's my box. Now, can you see that? Oh, yeah, we can see it. Now, I kind of already know from number 3 here what sort of shape I want to get to. So I might start by sort of putting the wheels in place. And I know that the profile of my car is going to have some sort of shape like that and come up around the top. But I'm just going to start adding in now some various lines. Now, no lines are wrong lines in design. So it's going to look really messy here for a little bit. But then not too long after, we'll start adding shape and some other features to the design, and it'll start making a bit more sense. So right now, there's lots of scribbly lines. Yeah, okay. All right, now I'm going to go through. So you can see there's lots of scribble there. Okay, I'll try and get the focus a bit better. All right, lots of scribble. With these scribbly lines now, I go through and darken the lines I need to keep. So down to the front here, and this is my front wing, which is actually pretty big and buff, but I'll try and add some curve and stuff to that a little bit. Yeah, cool. And this comes up here. There's a wheel over the back there. Okay, I better put that wheel in now. And you've got some Limp Biscuit cranking in the background there as well. Alright, cool. Darken some lines. I'll get this side pod to go back in a bit of a shape. A bit of curve in there. Yeah, this one can curve back like this. Now, what I'm going to detail at the back now is the rear wing. Okay, I won't go into super detail of getting a really cool rear wing, but I'll just get something that's reasonably visible. And that can come down into the middle. Almost there. Alright. Now, on the wheel. Still looking a little bit messy, but I think you can see there's something close to a car here. Okay? So my next step now is to really go and define the lines that I'm after. So anywhere I could physically put my hand behind, if this was a real thing, is what I'm going through and I'm really darkening. And then I'm going to just put a nice outline on some of the other changes in angle lines. You'll probably see me start to add some shade in as well, which is always a pretty good step. And sing along a little bit because it's a really cool song. But hey, when you're working in isolation, you need a bit of tunes, otherwise you might go a little bit nuts. And probably missed you thinking already, hey, Delaney is nuts. And that's okay. Alright, so here's my rear wing. Yeah, down here like that. That's the curve shape that has the canister inside. That's the other side pod over there. Yep. Oh, I did it accidentally too dark over there, but that's okay. Alright, now there's a couple of mistakes on here, but I'm rushing it pretty good. Now I'm going to add my shade. Imagining the sunlight is coming from over here, okay, projecting that way. This side of the car is going to be dark. So let's just get my pencil and shade anything that's on that side of the car really dark, and I can rub it a little bit with my finger. Yep. Alright, cool. Yeah, the rest of that's in light. Might be a little bit darker just down there on the front of that aerofoil. Alright, cool. My next steps would be to give this a drop shadow. Now I'm doing a really simple one, just dropping off the bottom of the car down at a bit of an angle, and I leave a little bit of space between the car and the shadow itself. Alright, and what that does is make sure that it emphasises the highlight, or so that it doesn't mix up your shadow with your car. Now, I've kind of got that in pencil there, and it's looking like a pretty cool car. I could start adding some details like stickers and other notes to it, but right now we're just after the concept of what it looks like. So I'm going to go through and add some of the aesthetic detail now. I'm going to make my shadow nice and black. Okay, so that'll make it really stand out. Alright, now let's just get a nice shadow here. Again, I'd normally take a little bit longer than this, but you guys don't want to watch me do this forever. You probably want to get started sometime soon. So there's a nice little shadow. Okay, I'll go around one more time and just dark outline the lines. Oh, Hilltop Wood's in the background there too. I've just got this on random playlist. Okay, and that wheel should probably be a bit darker. Yeah. Alright. Bit darker there. Okay, cool. And just that continuing, putting a shape behind whatever you've drawn, alright, tends to make it stand out a little bit. So I'm just doing a yellow highlight sort of star pattern. And I don't have to be too accurate with what I'm doing here. And then I get my little black pen. And does this one work? Yeah, it does. And just put a bit of an outline here. Now, when it comes to now presenting your page and your concepts, okay, I really value how well you present it. So here's some last little handy hints, okay? You need to give your thing a title and make the heading cool and big and prominent and stand out. So I'm just going to call this F1. A bit of funky text writing here. I'll add some other detail to it in a sec. But F1 Con 1 for Concept 1. Okay, and you put whatever shade or patterning you want to it. I've only got a handful of colours and stuff here, but I might as well use some of them. Alright, let's go and add some black to this. Alright, now no idea is a wrong idea in design as long as you can justify why. Okay, so with this particular one here, I might get behind that with my pencil now and just put some spike outs on it. Again, no right or wrong, just whatever you think might look cool. And next couple of steps is your designer name, and I usually just put a little signature down the bottom, and I do a little S delay. Now, this concept doesn't have any annotations on it, okay? We'll talk about that one in the next little video we do. The last little steps is to add some sort of page border. Now, we're not talking margins like primary school. We're just talking about a border which will help to bring your concepts out from the page, okay? So I've done that in pencil, but there's no reason why you can't add a bit of colour if you like, okay? I'll leave that sort of creativity up to you. And you know what, I'm feeling like the F1 needs a bit more colour up there. Okay. Alright, and I'm reasonably happy with that one. So I'll leave that there for you now. Now, if you guys are starting your concepts today, you're trying to come up with something a little bit like this. If it's going to be one of the 4x4 vehicles, that's okay too. Just have a little bit of a look at the Pinterest board and see some of the shape of the cars. But remember, your goal is just concept. What would you like your vehicles to look like? And after that, we'll see how we go. See you later.